All right. Hey, everyone. We are here today just to give everyone a little bit of an update of what's been going on with us. And we truly want to share this message of hope with others because we truly believe that everyone should feel empowered to change their story at any stage of life. And this is so important because 4 years ago, I was at an all-time low point in my life. I had been struggling with debilitating anxiety and depression since the birth of the twins. I was devastated by bipolar diagnosis because it meant a lifetime of medication. And I had already spent the last 2 years feeling like a complete lab rat, being on multiple medications and still not feeling like myself. And the doctors warned us that it would just get worse with every pregnancy. And we didn't want our family decisions to be made because of my mental health. I always had an unhealthy relationship with food, struggled with cravings and urges to binge, but it was spiraling out of control. I had no energy to get through the day, and our family was sick all the time. We seriously wondered how we could continue to go on like this. So I'm so thankful that my friend introduced me to these fruit and veggie concentrates and this amazing community that taught us how to make one simple change at a time, because those small changes transformed our lives. Since then, I can tell you that with my doctor's blessing, I am off all of those medications and feel happier and healthier than I ever thought possible. And it was such a gift to be able to have our third son and to not experience any of those symptoms and just really be able to enjoy that time with him. I can finally say that I have a healthy relationship with food, and those thoughts of food no longer control my day. And we are finally the family that rarely gets sick. As a preschooler, Carter was on 4 different adult doses of allergy medication and still not getting relief. And now, since we've made these changes as a family, he can get by with just, one child's dose over the counter during the seasonal allergy time. So it's just been amazing to see how many changes we've seen with our family just from making these lifestyle changes. So I'm going to turn it over to Justin to share a little bit about his experience during this process.
Yeah, so, like Lisa said, we were sick all the time, and when we were going through what Lisa was going through, the stress and agony and all this that was going was just allowing us to become more unhealthy. And we needed a change. And I have a history of losing uncles and aunts before 60 years old, and I did not want that to be our destiny. So I decided to join Lisa on this Healthy Jumpstart. And oh my goodness, this is a community and a program that definitely has changed what we think about when we think about our health and what we think about when we think about our diet. It was one of those things people always told us, well, make it a lifestyle change, but we didn't know what that meant. And that's what this has become. This has become our lifestyle. This is what we do now, and is not just some fad that we've gone through. And what it's done for me is definitely has changed some things I didn't think I was ever going to change. They were just going to be my destiny. I played college football. I was a lineman. I've been playing baseball ever since I was 7 years old. I just figured I wasn't going to be able to walk and move like I should when I get close to 40 years old. And it was getting to that point to where I would play some of the sports I loved and then couldn't play them for the next 2 or 3 days. And this has allowed me to play racquetball every day. And we're starting to raise money during charity miles for doing runs. And I'm able to play all of those things I like to, and those aches and pains are gone. The other thing is I've had chronic severe ear problems ever since I was born. And ENTs and I were best friends because I'd see him 3 or 4 times a year. And by making this healthy lifestyle change, I haven't seen my ENT in 3 years. She's actually moved, and I didn't get a new one. And I don't know if I'll never ever need to get back there. So that has just been an amazing turnaround and something that I'm not destined. So as you can tell, we have had some major changes, and we felt everybody needed this. We kind of had that moral obligation that our friends and family need to know what we've gone through, and we need to share with them. And so that's why we partnered with the business. That's why we said we wanted to share this with others so that they can experience this. And that has given us a whole new world we didn't even think, we always dreamed about, but we didn't even think could become our reality. And it's given us options. It's allowed Lisa to go down to 60% with her job. It's allowed us to move to the area where we're now closer to family and the school district we want to go to. And just these options are starting to open up amazing new lifestyles that we didn't think were going to be a possibility. So this is that we can't thank this company, this product, and this community enough for what they've given us. And we want everybody else to experience this, and we want everybody else to join us as well.
So we're going to turn it over to our friend Allie to share a little bit about her experience.
Hey guys, thanks for letting me share I love sharing my story along with these guys because it's so opposite. You know, for me, it was 10 years ago, and I actually thought I was as healthy as I could be at that point in my life. I was personal training, teaching group fitness classes. I just wrapped up my career as a collegiate athlete. I was running a fitness center, and I was eating fanatically well. So I thought I was as healthy as I could be. I also actually had chronic inflammation, though. I had crazy joint pain. I rolled out of bed some mornings. I lived on ibuprofen. I truly thought, kind of like Justin, just being an athlete, that it was just the rest of my life I was going to have joint pain because I'd beat my body up for so long. I didn't make the correlation that I was actually missing anything in my diet because I thought I ate really, really well, and I did. Thankfully, at the time, my husband and I were ready to start a family, so I started this search for prenatal nutrition, and that's how I got introduced to encapsulated fruit and vegetable powders. I mean, it made sense right away. It's fruits and vegetables. And I knew that that's what I wanted. I didn't want a prenatal vitamin or a supplement. I didn't want any of that. I wanted nutrition for my unborn children if and when I was lucky enough to get pregnant. And that's what I found. And then when I found that it had real research behind it, the most researched product in the entire world, it was obviously a no-brainer for me. So here I am 10 years later, and my kids, we have 2 boys. They are 7 and 8 years old, and they don't know what it means to have a sick day. And, you know, I started this for them, for prenatal nutrition, thinking I didn't need anything. And 10 years later, my life is totally different as well. I no longer have any joint pain. I'm in just as good a shape or better than I've ever been in. But I don't have to take ibuprofen. I don't have to roll out of bed in the mornings. I just get up. I feel great. I'm still able to be just as active and not only chase my boys, but actually still beat them because I don't have to deal with any of that anymore. So it's changed my life. It's in the immune systems of my kids and myself and my husband, who's a college basketball coach. You know, when we have seen all of this happen for us, and then hearing stories like Lisa and Justin's, we also feel just this moral obligation to share. And for myself, it has changed our lives. Sharing fruits and vegetables in a capsule, helping people get healthy, change their health future, and also, you know, open up doors for, like Lisa and Justin are opening up for their lives, just opening up doors to have options, to be able to say yes, to have the future that you want to have. It's provided exactly that for my family, and I'm ever so grateful, and I will forever be trying to pay that forward.
So thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please feel free to share it. If you know somebody that needs this message of hope, we would love to partner with you guys and help you along on your health journey any way that we can. And we hope that you have a wonderful day. Thanks, guys.